Hello everybody, BrickBeast here, coming at you with another review. This is on the T-16 Skyhopper, 247 pieces. Let's get right into the review. First off, I want to acknowledge that I am using a base. Here I'll show you it without the base. So I use the base just strictly to get the point across that this is the triangular shape that the wings should be in for the Skyhopper. But if I take off the base, you can't have the wings like that. The wings are too loose, so you just have to sit it like that if you don't make your own base for it. That doesn't really get the good look across. It's not that triangular like that. The wings just look too flat. So here I'll put it back on the base for you. I just put it on these 4 studs there. Just kind of balances it. Now while I'm down focusing on the bottom part of it, I'll show you the main cannon. So in case you didn't know, the Skyhoppers were used to, as Luke says in A New Hope, to bullseye womp rats. And womp rats are an invasive species to Tatooine, and they pretty much started to overpopulate. So people like Luke Skywalker and Biggs would, they'd go out and for just easy money, they'd go out and try to bring down the population by sniping them with these Skyhoppers. So you can see the main cannon there is very long. If you look at pictures of the Skyhopper, like the actual vehicle in the movie, you can see that the bottom gun is pretty much just pasted on. It's not really connected easily or anything. It's just connected by like a pole, pretty much. You can also see there on the above it, there's these 4 other cannons there. Or I guess they're just kind of small repulsive blasters. And here I'll move on to the cockpit. So here at the cockpit, you can see they use these kind of the Jedi Interceptor windscreen pieces, except on the Jedi Interceptors, they're used as like the stabilizer deflector shield flaps. And this is actually very different from the last model that LEGO made of this ship, because the last one was made a long time ago, so they couldn't really get the angles that they needed for the windscreens of this ship because it's very much pyramid shaped. A long time ago, they didn't really build on the sides like they did with this one. They just built like bricks up, you know. So looking inside, you can actually lift these both sides of these huge panels a bit more than you need to actually. But in there, you can see there's actually a lot of space here. You could probably fit a figure back here. I'm not sure if... I don't think you're supposed to do that. I think that's just like open space. So there you can see inside, and there's a control panel there. Now I'll put it back down. And there we go. And I'll use my magic and have the pilot come out of nowhere. Bam! And there he is. So you can see the pilot sits in there nicely, and if we close the panels, you can see him in there. He fits in quite nicely. I don't get though that he's kind of looking into a pole. So I think in the actual models, in the actual vehicle, I think the pilot sits kind of off to one side. I think the chair might even be movable. I'm not sure though. I'd have to double check on that one because I don't think a ship would really be pilotable if you're just looking into a fin, pretty much. And also, while I have it zoomed in here, you can see the symbol on the side there. I don't know what that's for, but I know that that's indicating that it's Luke's symbol, even though the pilot's not even Luke. You can see they just used some yellow grills on each side just to get some more color in there. Here you can see the back engine, which is an ion engine. I really feel like the designers for this set just kind of got like I think they were just finished with it, and then they realized they forgot the engine, so they stuck on a blue stud and a red disc piece. Really, it's not that nice, I gotta say that. And you know, there's technicals showing this is really not its good side. So let's look at a good side. Here we're gonna focus on the main fin. Now the fin actually uses a lot of Technic parts to keep it strong. As you can see, I'm really pushing on it. You can see it flexing a little bit, but it's not actually gonna break. There's some just details up here using using studs there. I guess that's just technical, just greebling. And you can see one more just blaster up there at the top. I guess that's probably a cannon, but it's integrated into the fin. Now there's a red stripe up here, and I'm sorry, this 1x2 by 2 tall slope piece is supposed to be in red. I lost it sadly, so I just put in another gray one there. Still gets to look across, I guess. It's better than leaving nothing there, because the whole red stripe there is supposed to go all the way along there. And then from the back, you can see just how thin it is. Just one brick thick, and you can see some of the Technic pin there. There it is from the other side. Just the exact same thing. And there's just the very top of the fin. You can see there's just some tiling on there. So there's that. Now let's bring it back down. Now I'd like to acknowledge that LEGO didn't really have images of the cockpit of this vehicle, because we don't see much of it in the movie. All we see is Luke's toy of it, and then you can see the ion engine, like the rear end of it in the background, in a little hangar, I guess. So if we open it up inside here, you can see it's just all Technic stuff. You know, there's not much to look at in there. You see two blue blue Technic pins with the studs on the end. Then you just see lots of Technic connections, and there's that large kind of rectangular Technic beam, just like a Technic beams in a rectangle shape there that they use for the main body of it. So the only really thing they got in there for a cockpit is the control panel. Lastly, I just want to show you the wings there. You can see really simple, and that kind of disappoints me. I know the wings are supposed to be really simple, but it's literally just a specialized plate with two tiles on the top, on the top side of it. It's connected by just one plate with an adapter, just kind of hinge piece there. The only real detail they got was the spring-loaded shooters, which I will show you right now. There you can see the tail end of the spring-loaded shooter there. And you actually have to push upwards on it, so kind of that way. So here's that. So there you go. You probably heard that. I know you did. So let's go right on to the minifigures. Now, the first minifigure we have here is the T-16 Skyhopper pilot, is what LEGO calls him. And this is where I have to just stop and ask LEGO why. Why would you make a T-16 Skyhopper with Luke Skywalker's symbols that are painted on the sides of his Skyhopper and include a pilot that's not the owner of the actual Skyhopper? Now, it could be a pilot that owned his Skyhopper after he left Tatooine. You know, maybe someone came over his home seeing that it was pretty much abandoned and just kind of took it over. But I don't think there's any story of that. Now, I'm not sure if this is the correct head for this minifigure. I'd like, please leave a comment down below if it is or not. See, I took him apart a long time ago, and just didn't know if his face print was the same. But you see there, his helmet printing is actually really accurate. That is the Skyhopper helmet. I think you can see it in the back, the background when Luke's kind of, I don't know if it's when Luke's playing with his toy Skyhopper or when he's like cleaning R2-D2. You can see there his torso print as well is actually pretty nice. It's kind of showing that X-Wing pilot strapping. And he also comes with a regular black blaster pistol as well. There is his back printing as well. Now lastly, we have a brand new Tusken Raider, or Sand Person. Now this figure is actually very nice. The old ones were just, the head was just a minifigure head with a print, and that's because they came out a long time ago. But this, as you can see, is a brand new mold. It has the metal spikes coming out of the top of the wrapping, and you can see the, what is that? That's just a, I don't know if that's a, might be a translator. I don't think they're that advanced. I think that's just a breathing apparatus on there to kind of block out or filter out the dust. As you can see, they have kind of the weird robot looking eyes. I know they're just goggles, but they still look like robot eyes to me. In case you didn't know, the Sand People, they pretty much worship water, so they wear this wrapping around their heads for pretty much most of their life to keep in the liquid. You know, even though it's sweat, they still think of it as water, and that's why they're known for raiding moisture farms, because it's a moisture farm. You know, when water is sacred to you, a moisture farm is pretty much giving you water. So that's why they're known for raiding moisture farms. You can also see there his torso printing is very nice. It's got some bandoliers, and I think that's a water canteen there. There you can see his kind of leg printing coming down with the robe there. And here's the back as well. It's just the continuation of those bandoliers. And of course he comes with his gaffy stick, which the newer one that's coming out in March of 2017 for Canada here, the gaffy stick is much better. It's brown and gray. This one's all black, so it doesn't really look that, I mean, it gets the point across, but it doesn't really look like a gaffy stick. That's all for now. Hope you enjoyed this Brick Beast review.